All right, guys, we're live now. This is our week 4 CIT 261 team meeting. We know Emmanuel's out of town. He's going to be in Europe for 2 weeks. So it's myself, Mike Crump, uh, Tom Hall, and Adam Hyatt here. So we're just going to talk about duties and go over GitHub and how we can get a repository going so we can start actually making our app. So thanks, guys, for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm signed into GitHub and I don't know if you guys have any plans on how to do this. I can just share my screen. Tom, I think you know GitHub way better than I do, is what it sounds like. So I can share a screen and maybe you can walk me through how to sync up with a shared repository.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm on my phone right now, and I just realized that's not a good thing. So as you're getting that up, I'll switch to my computer.
All right.
The other thing that you can also do is, I don't know if you use NetBeans for any of your coding, because you can set up NetBeans to automatically sync to your GitHub.
Okay.
For your project, so that's what I use.
Yeah, I have used NetBeans before, and I might still have it on the computer somewhere. I'll check for it, but yeah, I can see here. I still have a shared repository from one of my previous CIT courses. Are you seeing my screen, Adam?
Yeah, so when you log in, there should be an option where like it'll give you a notification that someone invited you. I'm trying to see where you're... Alright, okay. You're logged in. Mine had like a little bell up in the right hand corner that when I clicked on it, it said that Tom had invited me.
Huh.
Or you would have gotten an email about it, unless...
Oh, yeah, I didn't see, let me add him right now. I didn't see Mike's GitHub username on the contact info, so let me do that.
I thought I put it up there when we first started.
You might have, and I missed it.
I think it's in here. Yeah. I hope I put it on the right way. That's not my right actual like GitHub username. That's just showing that I have it.
Oh, I think it's because you've got crump.git, and it would end after Michael Crump.
Oh, my computer's booting up so slow.
Mm-hmm. Tom, if you can multitask while you're doing that, it looks like next week you and we're both assigned to the same topic. I didn't realize these here at the bottom were, oh, that's transitions and transforms. Never mind. Well, we'll have two similar topics.
Okay, good to know. I keep forgetting to upload my videos, so I gotta do that today.
More oranges.
Okay.
I need help you, Daddy.
So what is your username? And I'll add you.
I'm guessing it's.
I don't know what I said.
Well, that's a good question. Signed in as Michael Trump, so I guess that's me.
So go to your profile. Okay, Michael Crump. All right. See it in the URL, GitHub/Michael Crump. See, so where's the info? All right, now you should get an invite link or a notification or something. But that I added you as a.
Cool. We want to clone.
So are you on a Mac or on Windows? It looks like you're on Windows. Okay.
Yeah, Windows.
So you'll need to. You could either configure it's usually called like versioning or something. You could configure in NetBeans. You could probably a quicker way download Git Bash in the link that it's in I did yesterday. There's a link to it in there. I mean, it shouldn't take that long to download.
The repository where the project lives.
So just click on that post because there's.
Oh, not the link with the.
Post. A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. So that git-.com/download/win. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't want. Oh, there we go. Save.
Yeah. And this will let you do command line commands to clone the Git repository onto your computer. It'll let you add files, do commits, pulls, pushes, all that, everything. Have you done much work with the command line?
No, it sounds like DOS. I remember DOS in the 90s, but not recently. No.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's a little. I'm definitely not an expert at it at all.
Okay.
So it's a little intimidating at first. No, get back.
No, don't put me down. Don't.
You can actually also download it's an interactive GUI version of it instead of the command line.
Okay.
It's a little easier to use.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of running through and taking some defaults here, so hopefully we're doing what I should.
Okay, so I'm sharing my GitHub interactive one, or the GUI.
It just repairs any errors with the I don't. How do you stop it? Reboot the PC if you didn't stop it with the
Yay. All right, so now if I go here, it should open up that repository, and we should be.
Sorry, I had to do some 3-year-old damage control. Okay. Okay, so you have the Git bash open. So go into Git bash, and then just do ls and enter. Where would you want this to be saved? Just on the.
Yeah, on the on my local machine.
Yeah.
So I've got on the root drive just a school folder, and then within that I've got a CIT 261 folder. So that'd be the best spot. So is it like DOS where I'll do CD and change directory back, or this looks more SQL-y?
Well, it's more Linux.
Oh.
But yeah, I believe you can just do CD space C : back.
Yeah, CD, and then so sorry, there's so you'll need single parentheses around 2 word word folders. You see like start menu.
Oh, it's already done.
Sorry, so just in the start menu you're saying?
No. So what folder do you want to put it in?
There you go.
So I've got a.
Preparing automatic repair.
Okay, watch it.
Mike School, so C drive Mike School and 261. Great.
Go to the top. I'm sorry. That was pretty cool. You want Kilton now?
So I think you'd have to do CD space C : /space. Or CD space C : Try that and see if that works first off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then I should be able to get into there.
And this, you would have to have parentheses around this. Or not parentheses, yeah. That thing.
Ah. Then I should be able to do CIT 261.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to set it at this part from here.
Yeah.
As I said, I used the
The
non-command line version of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back again. Okay. All right.
So folder I want to be in.
Yeah. So sorry for the 3rd time. What folder do you want to go to?
Yeah, I'm in there right now.
All right. So do git space clone space, and then this is where you enter the URL of the repository. So go back to that. Yeah.
Is it friendly enough to copy and paste?
You might have to right click and paste it in there.
All right.
Yep. Then hit enter.
Cool.
Okay. So now, when you can go into File Explorer if you want,
Mm-hmm.
and everything should be there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So you can open it up and let's. It should work fine. I mean, just open the index. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So you can.
You've already been doing some work on this.
Yeah. A little bit.
Awesome, dude. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what's a good background? I was like, the picture of Moroni would be perfect. So,
Yeah, open the index itself. It's not bad looking.
Yeah. It's a start. Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, dude. Gold star for you, man. I like it.
So yeah. So since it's a mobile thing, it's actually live. So you can open it on your phone to see what it looks like on your phone.
Wow.
There's this is a start. It's definitely adjusting, but
Yeah. Well, no, that's awesome. That's way further than I thought we'd be at this point. So, thank you. I have no idea how you did it. There's no way I could do this on my own, but cool.
Yeah, me neither.
So,
I'm gonna learn this stuff.
so let's try to so make a change to a file, and then you can add. So there's like a step-by-step procedure for Git. First, usually you want to poll first, so that you can. I mean, I think we'll just stay on the same branch for this project.
Mm-hmm.
Could try to branch off, but anyway, there's only one branch, and it's the master branch.
Right.
So what you can do is go into oh, actually, I know one change that needs to be made. So open up index.html in whatever you want, a text editor or whatever
If I just click on
IDE
it,
or something.
looks like I can just edit it right in Git.
Yeah, you can, but I don't.
No, that's not where you want to do it
You
from.
don't do that.
Okay, so
So,
what do I do?
so go back to the folder where CIT 261 is in your internet, what's it called, File Explorer.
Yeah.
And then right-click on index.
Like Notepad++.
Yeah,
Sure.
that'll work.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. So one change that needs to be so there's the select tag
Mm-hmm.
right where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the drop down. That's the HTML tag for the drop down,
Right.
and then each option is what you can pick.
Uh-huh.
So the value in the JavaScript, it's actually pulling the value and not the word in in between the brackets.
Okay.
So what we need to do is change. I mean, we don't really need to, but let's change the beginner to have a capital B, and same thing with intermediate and advanced.
Oh man.
I just barely got this.
They're gonna do this to me every time. It's-
Okay, so now save the file,
Mhm.
and then go back to git bash.
Okay.
And then type git space add space dot. And what this does is not a Git repository. Okay, try git init, INIT.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
IT.
Huh?
Yeah.
Enter.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so it initialized an empty Git repository in the folder. I thought it would do that on the clone, but apparently. Okay. So now just with your arrows, just hit up twice. And this will add.
Adding files failed.
Permission denied.
Yes.
Was it pulling the teaching schedule? That's weird.
Yeah, I think it's because you needed a subfolder.
Huh.
You can type in ls and let's see what's in that directory. Okay, so hit cd space CIT 261. So it's just in the wrong folder.
All right. So now.
No. See the blue right under teaching schedule?
Yeah.
That means it's a folder. So we want to go into that folder so that we can do the git commands.
I thought I needed the quotes around it.
There you go.
And now,
yeah, you only need quotes when it's 2 words with a space. Yeah, there you go.
I don't need to do the initialize again? Okay.
No, it's already initialized with the clone. We were just in the wrong folder. That's why it wasn't working. And then git. Okay, so now you hit git commit space -m. That means you're going to add a message, and then space, and then inside quotes, you can put
singles or
no. I don't think it matters. I always use doubles, but I don't think it matters.
okay. And then just whatever message, like added, changed to some.
Yeah, changed select option values to uppercase letter or something, whatever. Yeah, and then close, yeah, and then hit enter. Okay, and now you need, so this is what's called working with a remote repository because it's not on your local machine, it's housed on GitHub. So you need to add the URL that you're going to push it to. So you can, it's the same URL that you cloned, so it should still be saved in your whatever, clipboard. So you can hit git push -u. That means it's going upstream. Oh wait, sorry. First you need to add the URL to the origin. So git add git. See, I always have to look it up. Git remote add origin, and then space and add the paste in the. Oh no, sorry. No, you don't need to. Not the word add.
Sorry. Yeah. Origin.
There you go. Now hit enter. Hopefully that's right.
No, already.
Oh, okay, so it already when you clone it, it automatically sets origin to the. So now you can just hit git push -u origin space master.
I'll go to the master branch.
Origin then master. Yeah. So this is saying we're going to push everything that you just committed to that URL on the master branch.
Wait, I'll tell you what. I'm going to screenshot this for my own.
Sure.
Oh, we're recording too, so.
Oh, hey, look at that. Yay. Okay, well. Is it still thinking or is it done?
No, it's still
It's
thinking.
thinking.
Yeah, it's working. It's making the HTTP request, and it will. Yeah, like command line is intimidating because it's so different. There's no, graphical user interface.
Well, it's cool, and like the syntax is a little different, but it does bring back good memories of DOS. I remember making batch files to load Doom wads, so
Oh, yeah.
DOS was fun.
Yeah. Been a
But
while.
It's been a while, that's for sure.
It's taking a while.
I got a message somewhere telling me to do something. I should already be logged in. Close this stuff. Just throw this for my own self.
Oh, you might need to put your login in that Get login page that was up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's going to let you push it if you don't have your login information.
Yeah. Good call.
Okay, cool. So now go back to GitHub, and it should, when you refresh it, it should show
A latest commit on the index should change.
Yeah, so refresh the page.
Cool.
Yeah, 4 minutes ago, 2 commits, and then yeah. So you'll want to. We'll be working on it and making changes. You'll always want to poll first, so you get the latest version. Yeah, so that's you can do it by just hitting new pull request, or you can, there's a lot of really good documentation online by step. And the good thing is, this is such a simple project that this is a perfect place to just practice and try out stuff, and because even if the whole thing breaks, it doesn't really matter because it's such a small project. We can just worst case, we can delete the whole repository and start over.
Yeah.
Cool.
And because we have all the files, you have a version on your local computer. I have one on mine, so it's.
And I do.
And yeah, so everyone does. So
if I click this new pull request, if one of you guys go make some changes, is it going to automatically update my local file, or do I need to?
No, that's why you have to do a poll each time, like every so often, or each day before you work on it. You'll want to do a poll to make sure nobody else has done just to it.
And that's just this new pull request right here?
No, it's in the Git.
Isn't that where I am?
No, you got to go back to the Bash.
Oh, in Bash. Okay. And there was a pull command in here somewhere.
Git.
Git add.
So so it would be the same thing that we did, but instead of cloning it, you would pull. Because cloning it is getting it for the first time onto your computer, and then pulling any change, like pulling the most recent copy and overriding what you have.
So it'd be like a git pull and then put in the URL?
I think you just your Git pull -u because it's already got the URL, doesn't it?
Yeah, the URL is saved so the URL is saved in the variable origin.
Okay. So
yeah.
Instead of push, if I just did git pull u origin master, it's going to automatically know where to go, and it'll pull the latest files.
Well, so it won't be dash U, or it'll just, you could just put get poll,
Uh-huh.
and it'll pull everything. You shouldn't need any, extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a ton of really good on Git and GitHub and everything. They have good tutorials too on GitHub. So yeah.
Okay, well, I apologize for my ignorance on here. I'll do the best I can to pick this up quickly. I guess moving on, I saw you got this file too, where we kind of got a breakdown of duties, what we can do to help out. Man, you've already made some great progress on there. Where can we jump in to help out? And what else do we need to do? Do we need to load some libraries, or there was another link you had to pull? Like LDS has already got everything loaded, so are we just going to borrow their?
Yeah. So the next step is to talk about what we really want it to do. So I think it would be cool, and it'd be good for everyone, I think, including me for sure, to pull data from the Scriptures API. Mm-hmm. So the step-by-step would be the user puts in the begin scripture and the end scripture, and then with the calculating time to read, it would be let's say it takes 100 days, and they're on day 2, so then it would divvy up the however much they're going to read by 100, and then they would be on the 10th, day of that, and then it would pull up the selection that they would have to read. So I haven't looked at the API. I don't really know how, if we can requests for whole sections, or if it's only one scripture at a time or something. Maybe it can be a chapter at a time or something. I don't know. On LDS.org, it pulls up the chapter and then it highlights the verses that you search for. So maybe, I don't know if, I don't know. So
you want to add another layer to this calculation here with a start date and an end date, with not just a total time to read, but also time left. Like if you'd already started, you should have another however much time to finish.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but that was the idea for showing what scripture they should be at. It doesn't need to be that. It could be like random scripture of the day, or it could be, I don't know. It could just be like a separate feature where they could search want, and then it will show the scriptures back. So it depends if we want it to be like on the same theme as helping the user continue in their reading, or if it's just like a side feature that, I don't know, kind of makes sense to have it go along with the whole thing.
Yeah. It sounds.
I guess so. Then the next step would be, first we need to calculate the time, and I before that it needs to. So right now the inputs are just text. There's nothing. It's not hooked up at all. So when the user inputs text, when we need to do something with that. So we'll need to. We either need like a really long array with all of the chapter and verses, or we need, because it has to be matched to something so that it can show, here's the starting point, here's the end point, and we have everything in between.
Yeah.
The part that we're missing is the everything in between. We just have these random strings that have no meaning. So, So there's two ways to do that. One would be to have text files that have the, like the verse headings, like, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1,
Sure.
all the way through Revelation, whatever.
Mhm.
I guess
I'm wondering.
Malachi.
I mean, it sounds awesome, but I don't want to make this more ambitious than it needs to be. Should we shorten that up to just the Book of Mormon, or do we need to?
We could. I mean, it's only October 8th, so there's still like a month and a half left. But
I mean, if we can link
what
to
we
the API, then I'm guessing the information is out there, so it's going to be either linking to part or all. It probably won't be that much more to capture the whole thing, but
yeah. I guess maybe the next step is just learning about the LDS.org API, the Scriptures API, to see what we can get back from it.
are you talking this link here?
Yeah, I just don't know if it would be able to return the number of verses between point A and point B, or even chapters or pages or anything like that. I guess pages would be the easiest for sure. Pages would be the easiest. And then if we could make a request for the page, then we could just show what page they should be on. That would be easy.
Yeah.
And then we could just have variable like the Book of Mormon equals 531 pages, New Testament equals 200 and whatever pages.
Mm-hmm.
Old Testament is like 1,000,000 pages.
Yeah.
Then, so if they were to put pages 2, because if the input is by verse, it has to match the verse to the page. That'd be a pain.
That's kind of how I pictured it, that every book, chapter, and verse would have a page number assigned to it, and that, from point A to point B, you're just going to subtract and get a total of 100 pages or whatever it is. And then depending on what reading level they selected, 100 pages, if elementary, equals, 1 month or whatever. And junior would be 1 week, and senior would be 1 day, 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. So unless we can get that information from the API, which we might, that's why I think a good first step would be to learn about it. I think that would be really hard to do, because we'd have to manually match the verse to the page. Like I said, unless it's already done. But there'd be no way to, unless we had a record of that, there'd be no way to match Genesis chapter 40 or 30, whatever, with page 26.
Unless somebody did a whole bunch of grunt work and started typing all that out.
Yeah, so I think what we could do is the API. I think we should go with page numbers only, unless there's unless someone has already mapped all the verses to the page that they're on. Yeah, because I have
part of that file, because generally when you're on like the web page and whatnot, you can see what page each of the Versus was supposed to be on.
Yeah, uh-huh. Look. Scriptures as a service. Nice. Okay. So the query.
I hate them. Same thing.
Because if we need to, I have let's download the whole thing. I have the Book of Mormon in a text file.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Sure.
Wow.
That was just straight text. That doesn't show page numbers or anything, right?
Right, yeah. Doesn't show page numbers. So it seems like this API, you download the whole book.
Yes.
Anyway, so I think yeah, step one would be to see what we can get from that, and then we'll just make changes to what we can't get, I guess.
Hey, look, Jason. You know, even if we couldn't find it here, if we did shorten this down to the Book of Mormon, I don't think it would be that excessive to make a list of every book in the Book of Mormon, every chapter and verse, and what page it's on. I don't think it would take that long. I could hammer that out in a couple of hours and it'd be done.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't mind working on that. I mean, I am really going to be worrying about pulling my weight on this project because I don't understand code. I mean, that's why I was taking these courses, is so I can learn. So if there's anything I can do to help out, like grunt work like that, I'm more than happy to.
Okay, that sounds good. I mean, also, you know, maybe what we could do in a meeting is, I don't know if people would not enjoy this, but I could go over like just what I've done so far to you know, I don't know. I don't want to make people bored and you know, but like I mean like go over the code to, you know.
To do what? How you feeling about things, Adam? Yeah?
Good.
Any ideas on what you'd like to see on this?
Well, so far I'm good with what we've got going so far. I was actually just trying to set it up so that we could access it on the as a actual web page real quick.
Yeah. I'm wondering, you know, what we can do to start incorporating these other code topics
Yeah.
make our presentations a little more applicable. You know, if we're doing something too basic that it's not going to have associative arrays or think, you know, what do we need to incorporate all this into our app?
I don't know that we have to have all of it, but we have to have a good chunk
A good chunk
of it.
Okay.
But again, we probably want to verify with the instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one associative array we'll have is the verse to the page number.
Okay.
That will be, you know, a map kind of with a key and a value. We could use local storage to show where the user was at the last time they opened it up. And then they could update where they're at, you know. CSS transitions, transformations, and animations. You know, that we could for sure add that in there. We could add a video, you know, of like talking about the Book of Mormon or something.
Yeah. There's audio, and we could. I don't know if we want to do hymns, but maybe we could pull hymns on there.
Yeah. The element. This is. I'm glad you brought this up. This is a good. We can just try and, as we're planning it, we can try and.
Yeah.
In here.
Right. I think that'll make our presentations much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Rather than just pulling off a W3 schools, I can find something to be like, hey. Oh yeah.
Okay, what I'll do this week is I will I'll think about what things we can add, like what you know, try to add all these code topics.
Okay.
Or you know, at least most of them. I have some ideas of different ways to add them, and then we can talk about them next time and kind of a final layout. And then we can start hooking up all the pipes.
Now is this going to save my, I know I didn't add much, but does this automatically save it, or do I need to click save somewhere on here?
It automatically saves it. It says to the right of help, all changes saved in Drive.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a link now for us to be able to get to the web page, and I just posted it in the group chat.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, nice.
The group chat of the Hangout. Like.
Cool. No IP, not big.
I'll go ahead and put it in the group as well, community.
Okay.
Okay. I think I got to jump off now and attend to a poopy situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear you. I got kids out there too, so I think we covered some good stuff here. Thank you for all your help with that Git bash. That's great. I'll get to work on put together the Book of Mormon books, chapter, verses, and page numbers. And I'll share that as soon as I can.
Okay.
Is
there anything you'd need to work on this week?
Probably just this kind of the similar things, like looking at the code topics in the presentations and thinking how we can put them into the.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now, just to clarify, are they able to pull up scriptures on this app then?
I don't know.
Because if they are, then I can think of a few different things we can do with some of these topics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should shoot for it.
Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think we should try for it.
Okay. I'll dig into how to do that then as well.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. What
If you
time do
guys
you want
wanna... Well, Emmanuel's in Europe. He's 12 hours ahead. We can do. You want to do? Put it off until Saturday again, or you want to do Wednesday, Thursday?
I'm good with Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah, Saturday's fine. Maybe we can just have a Saturday meeting and just like be out the weekend. That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do the same time next Saturday then, 9 a.m.
Cool. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
post this link up on the community site. So.
Yeah, I posted the link to our app on the site as well. So if you let me know if it works and how it looks, then.
Yeah, it works good. Looks good. I mean, looks the same. Yeah. Cool little favicon you got there. The H, the orange H.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. See you guys. Have a good day.
All right. See ya.